Today in the scriptures we hear about those who withstand trials. We heard about that in the first reading about the numberless people from every tribe and nation who have overcome the great tribulations of life, the same persecutions that Jesus spoke about in the gospel. You will be hated by all because of my name, he says. This is a reminder to us that in the gospel Jesus says to us that he didn't come to bring peace as the world understands peace. He came to bring about division. That is, that he wants there to be a dividing line. He wants us to decide definitively for him, and to do so in such a way that we ignore what other people might say about us. Because, let's face it, it's open season for making fun of Catholics. Typically, when you see any kind of humor on the internet or in the media directed against a religion, it's typically against Roman Catholicism, though sometimes they pick on the Mormons. So, we want to be aware of the fact that to love Jesus and to walk in his ways will mean enmity with the world. And this is something we have to decide. We have to decide, are we going to do what Jesus said? Jesus said, pick up your cross and follow after me. He didn't say, believe in me and everything will be just dandy. He didn't say that you can compromise yourself to the values of the world. And so this reminds us of the great division that takes place. At the end of time, there will be that division between the sheep and the goats. And many spiritual writers say we will be surprised to see who is on what side. We remember, though, Jesus' words, not a hair on your head will be destroyed, meaning he looks after our life. Those who were put to death and suffered martyrdom, they're raised up to newness of life in the resurrection. So we have this great promise that even if we'll be handed over to death, that God will still remember his faithfulness to us. And so we want to ask the Lord, because it takes his grace for us to persevere. And so we ask the Lord for that grace of perseverance, that grace to make that decision to follow Jesus and Jesus alone, and to put aside everything else that the world might try to offer to us, while at the same time making sure that we use the things in the world to their proper end. That is, for the good of the human person and for our own sanctification. Amen.